Should I go in with full? I might as well go in with full. Oh no. No. Arrgh. Just stabbed me as I was standing up. That was cool. Couldn't afford to wait because then poison would be applied again, and doink with the spear just as I'm getting up. Oh, this is becoming a dislike boss right here. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty tough to upset, but this is starting to upset me just a tiny little bit. I don't have a poison resistant ring in the end. I might have some gear with more poison resist on. I suppose potentially. I don't think I looked at like replacing gear pieces. Ow. Oh, a 3-stab. I think that's new. Oh, so close. So close to death. Yeah, that tail swipe hits me a second time anyway. That's kind of nasty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lug. Come on. Oh, that is not how we dodge. And that's the end of me. She's horrible. She's so awful. It's like it'd be the kind of technical fight that I'd like if you took out the poison floor. If the poison floor was gone, I'd be all like, oh, I dodged that, excellent. I'll take some counterattacks. Oh, I dodged this. Well played me. Oh, I managed to roll past the magic at the correct time. Awesome job. But then you add in the poison, it's just like, you know, this is dumb. Yeah, just like maybe get some Wellington boots as well. Yeah, totally. Glad we had the same idea. Clearly, this is the right answer. Oh, they took away one of these guys. Yay! Look at that, just one. Awesome. Thanks, game. Oh, wow, that was close. Yeah, that second hit just hits you regardless, and now I'm dead. Like, you can roll and not be hit by the first half of it, but the second half is a guaranteed strike. That tail swipe is the devil. Like, that's clearly something for, like, shield players, that they can, you know, they can be struck by one part of it, the first part, and then they might forget to block the second. But, you know, for a shield player, if they've seen the ability before, they might go, aha, I need to hold my block and make sure I block 2 hits. But for me as a roll guy, oh look, I perfectly rolled the first half of it. Oh well, the second half just hits you anyway. Haha. Oh, thanks. So I don't have a chance then? I can't win? Cool. Wow, now it's taken out both of them. Jeez. That wasn't a good attempt. Right, well we can't have this on anymore, because we've lost too much hollow HP. No, I don't have anywhere else to go anymore. This is kind of it. I feel like I exhausted everywhere else. Well, other than buying 10,000 arrows at the shop and then kind of cheap shotting a dragon and then trying to get into the castle, but I thought that was a little bit cheap. Like, if I can't fight the dragon man to man, I don't really want to fight the dragon. The boss before this was just like, you know, I killed him in one go when I'd never seen him before and didn't know what he did. I rolled twice and then stabbed him once, and then he fell over dead. That was him. That was him gone. You were like, okay, you win. Peace out. Absolutely savaged her when she did that. Bam. Yeah, he was a little bit like Jabba the Hutt now that you come to mention it. Huh. Jabba 2, Return of the Jab. Oh, I like that. That's perfect. Perhaps that'll be the name of my next character. Jabba-doo, Jabba-doo. Also in the running for the next character name still is Dr. Turtleton. Okay, let's randomly luck win this boss fight this time, so we can go and see something else. Ow. Watch the next thing and drink. Nope, she's not doing anything. Fine, just drink anyway. That double hit, so now I'm dead. Yeah, Dr. Turtleton was a real strong contender. Yeah, in the end, I didn't end up getting any more of the stat that lets you wear heavier armor because they split it in this game. Like, I got some of the stamina stat, but it no longer gives you equip load because it's something else. Yeah. So I kind of ended up with light armor. If I have the hook hand on, I could be a pirate doctor. Let's look for a doctor weapon in here. Nah, we've got nothing really like scalpely looking. Maybe the mannequin claws. Yeah. A stethoscope whip. There we go. And then we can say all the great catchphrases like, the doctor is in. Oh, I'm glad that missed. Oh my god, what was my character aiming at? And then I went to drink a potion and she did the grab attack. Like, I hit the potion, so she did a grab attack. It was like that. It was like she chose to do the grab attack because I hit the potion key, and it was... This boss is making me furious. Yeah. So, I haven't got a recording of it, because it was like a billion years ago, but... Metal Gear Solid? I think there's a boss that reads what you're doing on your controller so that you can't win. And he like looks at your save files on the memory card and says, "Ah, I see you've been playing this game." And it's just like, oh damn. So this this boss is all like, "Ah, well, you're going to press the heal potion. Time for a grab then." So yeah, I'm gonna get everything recorded. We're gonna do all the Metal Gear Solids as well, all of them. Oh no, I was gonna get it with a load of stabs like last time, but Got clipped by that explosion. Oh, so that was it. I used to watch a guy on YouTube that had like a funny animated video about that Metal Gear Solid. And I don't think I've completed that one. I had Metal Gear Solid 2 on the PlayStation 2, I think. The one with Raiden. But the guy, the animated guy, was called something like Ego Raptor, and it was called Metal Gear Awesome. And he just had a bit where he was laughing about the Psycho Mantis bit, and he had like a funny take on it that I'm not quite remembering exactly perfectly, but it was great. I might go back and watch them again. And there was the Metal Gear Awesome 2 as well. He was very, very funny, but then I think he stopped doing animated stuff and just did like live stuff. I think his Final Fantasy VII one was quite good too, and Ninja Gaiden and a few other things. Damn. She did one stab, and I thought she was going to stop there, so I actually got killed because I started the drinking animation, because poison death was coming up. So I did have to drink soon, but then I guess technically I should have waited to see if there was a second half of that stab coming up before I did it. But if the poison was ticking, I would have, you know, I would have waited and seen, but I don't know. If my HP bar was twice as big, so that the poison was effectively killing me half as quick, this would be a piece of cake. I would just do it, because the poison wouldn't be so much, oh, you're poisoned, you're about to die in 5 seconds. I'd have 10 seconds, which would be kind of pleasant. Oh, she waited until I was drinking again and did the grab attack. Like, she was literally doing nothing and I was about to die. And then, pow, grab attack. Dearie me. I'm tempted to wear that health regen ring that I got really early on that said, oh, but it'll get sad at you and break after a while. And I'm like, ooh, do I want to use up such a precious item yet? Maybe this is the last boss of the game. That'll explain why she's so damn difficult. I just get like a congratulations, you've done it as soon as I killed this one. Oh, tail swipe. So that time was more about trying to maximize the amount of hits I could get when I could get a hit, see if I could end the boss like 3 steps sooner by getting one more hit every time I get a hit. And then it just ended in disaster anyway. So there's no point trying to end it three attacks sooner if you get hit more and die. Or if poison ticks and you die. Or if you have a heart attack and you die. I don't know what's killing me now. Just, existence is killing me. Huh. I don't know if I just wasn't watching my HP and the poison ticked me down there, but that one back attack she did, if that wasn't poison and my health wasn't low from poison, then that did an awful lot of damage. But if it was poison and I just wasn't paying attention, then that was all my fault for not trying to take a drink somewhere in there. Alright, let's try and memorize what I've got on. I'm wearing Drangelic, except for my lucky hat and the armor of Aorus. Oh man, do I look stupid? Oh well, here goes nothing. Those are some shiny boots. Oh yeah. Shing. Oh yeah, that back attack does trillions of damage. Ow! 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 I am stabbed. I wanted to build some distance so that I could drink a flask, but I should have already known that, you know, building distance is absolutely pointless against her. She doesn't really care. Hard to tell if the poison stuff helped me at all. I'll just carry on wearing it because changing armor's a lot of effort. It was something though. That was a bit of a go. Why not? Yeah, I feel like it did start pretty good. And then she did one tail swipe, and then it's all gone. Looks like she's got two different types of light, like a spinning one and just a directly backwards one. Here we go. Oh, man. Yeah. So I mistimed the first roll, which caused me to mistime the second roll, and then, oh, that was just nonsense. Ah, gotta loosen up, maybe. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Probably try not to get shot by the archer behind me as well. Yeah, I mean, if I could just release the rolling correctly muscles, that'd be a start. Oops. Poisons be ticking. Poisons be ticking. I thought I had her wedged into the corner. But, yeah. I was trapped in there with her, not she was trapped in there with me. Honestly, give me any boss in Dark Souls 1 over this encounter. Just seriously. I'd rather fight the four Dark Wraith Lord Kings than this. This is just awful. Hell, I'll even fight 5 Wraith Lord Kings. Just give them here. You know, no problem.